Hello everybody. In today's video, I'm going to talk about what are the stages that are involved in being an employee to becoming an entrepreneur in this digital age. So this video is completely related to the knowledge business. It may differ to certain business verticals. So just keep in mind that it is only related to the knowledge business, and this can be run with the help of tools and systems. So without further delay, let's get started. Let me share my screen so that you can see what are those stages. And one more thing, in this video, I'm going to talk about what is the ideal day. So don't take it personally. So you may say, I'm a full-time employee and this is not my day. So I have taken, you can say, when I was a full-time employee, it was my routine. I just want to put it in front of the world. And the subsequent stages and what are the things that comes into the routine. So we're going to discuss that. So without further delay, let's get started. Let me share my screen. All right. So I hope you are able to see my screen. So E to E means employee to entrepreneur. So there are 4 stages to it: being a full-time employee, and the subsequent stage is the beginner expert entrepreneur, who is just touching the waters, and the third stage is actually being in the business, and the fourth stage is actually mastering the business. So let's go one by one. And this is the daily routine of a full-time employee as well as the further stages. So let's go ahead. So let's say for a full-time employee, when he has to commute to his office, so he has to dedicate around 9 to 10 hours for his job. So people say it is 8 hours job, but it will never be 8 hours. After this pandemic situation, people are working very hard, and they have to show that they are working, and they are putting those extra 2 hours just to say that we are working virtual. For most of the businesses, they are working virtual and they just want to show they are working. And so that is the reason I just given ballpark figure of 9 to 10 hours. And after working for 10 hours, they have to spend at least 7 to 8 hours for sleep, and at least 1 to 2 hours if they are in metros, or if you go conservatively, it may be 1 hour. So if, let's say, right from the beginning of the day till midnight, so I've just given a ballpark figure of 1 to 2 hours of commute. So whichever the reason they have to travel, whether it is for groceries or whatever. And what happens next? So after all these hours in the day, so and the remaining goes for biological needs, as we are humans, family, friends, and entertainment. After working for 9 to 10 hours, the heart goes towards entertainment. So that is about full-time employees' daily routine. Let's switch to beginner expert entrepreneur. Yeah. So for him, as he realized it is important to step into the business, so he has to wake up at least 1 hour early to get that 1 hour extra on a daily basis, and has to sleep for 6 to 7 hours. And the job goes hand in hand. So he has to spend 9 to 10 hours in the job and 1 to 2 hours in the commute, and spend, as he's starting the business, it all plays with the mind. So he has to spend at least 1 hour on mindset and spiritual practices, and the next 1 hour should be learning the skill set to start the knowledge business and apply it. And this is the best formula for anyone who was planning to step into the knowledge business world. Consume X and produce 2X. Let's say if you have gone through a video of a video course or a YouTube video, you're trying to learn something. So after going through the 30 minutes video, you grasp all the knowledge and try to put out on your YouTube. It will be your own version of it. So that is the formula. So which will help grow faster. And finally, spend the rest of the time for biological needs, friends, and family. So that's the usual day of a beginner expert entrepreneur. Next comes intermediate expert entrepreneur. Let's see how it goes. So now in the first two stages, he's an employee. He's a full-time employee. And in the second stage, he has both. And in the third stage, he moved completely into business. So this is how it goes. Wake up 1 hour early. That will be the same. Sleep for 6 to 7 hours a day, and dedicate 9 to 10 hours on business operations. As he is completely into the business, he has to build out the brand value, have all the, there are multi facets to the business like sales, marketing, product creation, enhancements, meetups, meeting the customers, surveys, running surveys, feedbacks. There are multiple things. So he has to spend at least 9 to 10 hours on business operations and all these multiple aspects of the business, and spend 1 to 2 hours in learning. So as he stepped into the new world, so he should be the continuous learner, LLL, lifelong learner. So if you want to succeed in this business, you should be willing to be a lifelong student. And the very next thing is spend 1 hour on mindset and spiritual practices. That goes hand in hand. And the rest of the time, usually for the biological needs, friends and family. So after this, let's jump into the gold. So this is how a seasoned expert entrepreneur's life ideal day looks like. Wake up 2 hours early than full-time employee, which will give extra 2 hours on daily basis. So we'll come to know why he has to wake up 2 hours early. Sleep 6 hours a day. Dedicate 4 to 5 hours. As he mastered the art of business, he need not spend 9 to 10 hours. The work time reduces. Dedicate 4 to 5 hours on monitoring business metrics, enhancements, as the business runs on autopilot. So this is the formula: less work, more impact, more income, more freedom. So with this, next comes 2 to 4 hours of learning. So as the core business operations work reduces, he has to spend that hours into learning. The same thing, lifelong learner continues. And as he got more free time, he has to increase working on the mindset, spiritual practices, and more importantly, meditation. Meditation is the ancient practice. If you can achieve the serene state of meditation, it will drastically reduce your need for sleep. Let's say if you are in a deep meditative state for 2 hours, if you are a regular, if you sleeps regularly for 8 hours, if you try and achieve 2 hours serene meditation, that will drastically reduce to 5 hours maybe. And the last thing is spend rest of time for biological needs, friends and family. So this is about the 4 stages an employee has to traverse to achieve that seasoned expert entrepreneur level. So I hope this information is valuable and gives some insights into what exactly the knowledge business is and how it runs. So if you are watching this on Facebook, just give a like and let me know your key takeaways in the comment section. And if you're watching this on YouTube, just hit that like button and subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon so that you get notified on my future videos. I thank you so much for watching and God bless.